Hey folks, Maverick Watch Reviews back here with another review for you. Today we have the Citizen Eco Drive Ultra Slim Stiletto, model number AR3014-56A. And before I get into it, I want to thank the good folks over at Duty Free Island for this review unit. At Duty Free Island, you get duty-free, tax-free, and free worldwide shipping. Duty Free Island only sells 100% authentic and genuine watches, and they're simply just a great bunch of folks to deal with. Do yourself a favor, check out their website and get a great deal on a watch. As usual, we'll open this thing up, look at the fit and finish, the features and the functions, the build quality, and then I'll give you my overall impressions of this really, really thin Citizen Slim Stiletto watch. As you notice, I don't have an actual watch box. Duty Free Island didn't send me a watch box with this one. They just sent me it in this little bag, and I took out all the packing inside the bag. There's like a big foam insert and some other stuff. So I already took all that stuff out. Really cool little watch, and obviously extremely thin. Good grief. And before I show you that, you get your international guarantee card, your warranty card, and you get a slim. I guess they did this because the watch is a stiletto, and they made the manual real slim as well. This is not your typical Citizen size manual. So anyway, here's a typical Citizen size manual. There you go. And here's the Stiletto manual. So you can see it's a big difference. And they probably did that kind of to keep with the theme of the watch being really thin. So anyway, there you go. Let's get all this stuff out of the way. Now, as usual, we'll go ahead and put up all the specs on the left-hand side of the screen for you. All right, you're looking at a 36mm case. This is a dress watch. This isn't a dive watch or a, active type of watch. It's got a small dial to it. It's got a small case. It's 4.9mm thin. It's crazy, crazy thin. It's on a 20mm bracelet. It's splash resistant, which means pretty much just what it said. You can splash this thing, maybe immerse it in a couple inches of water for a couple seconds. It's rain resistant, stuff like that, but you cannot take this underwater. This is not meant to be like an active, diver style watch. It does have a sapphire crystal. It's got the G87 movement in it, which has a 6-month power reserve. It has insufficient charge warning, overcharge prevention function, and this one happens to be made in Japan. So I'm not, I don't normally do reviews of dress watches, but I actually had a couple of my subscribers, hey, why don't you do a couple dress watch reviews. So I said, okay, so this is the kind of, the one I wanted to take a look at just because it has the odd kind of thinness to it. And it just kind of attracted me to something being this thin. So I wanted to take a look at it. Real simple face on the watch, nothing, there's no subdials, no extra, crazy bezels or crazy markings or indexes. I mean, it's kind of, timekeeping in its absolute minimalistic, simple design. Trying to use all those big words there. Basically, you have all your indexes at the hour markers, then you have a small gold hour hand and a larger gold minute hand. That's it. Then you have the Seiko logo, and then you have the Eco Drive under that. That's it. I mean, and you have Japan down here at 6 o'clock. That's really it. I mean, there's not much to tell you about the case. Let's take a look at the case back. Nice laser etched case back. But again, real minimalistic watch. I do wish it at least had a date function. I mean, a date function over here at 3 or 4 or 4:30, that would have been nice. I mean, it's not a cheap watch. I do wish it had a date function. Even though the dial is really thin, it does have kind of a, the watch is really thin. It does have kind of a depth to it. I don't know if the camera's picking that up or not. But this chapter ring kind of, it's kind of been designed to been raised over the main dial there. The bracelet, very nice bracelet. But I'm not a big fan of butterfly clasps. I've never been a big fan of these. Though it's nicely adorned. I've just never been a fan of butterfly clasps. I think they're overly complicated. That's just me personally. So, I wasn't expecting drilled lugs on this thing. Look at that. You've got drilled lugs. I was not expecting it on this watch. So that's a nice little feature. If you want to swap this bracelet out with maybe a leather strap or something like, if you really want to make it look dressy, pop a leather strap on it. I do wish the crown was a tad bigger. This is a tiny, tiny, tiny crown. I know it's a very thin and small watch to begin with, but gosh, this crown is just, it's tiny. So, someone with big hands might have a problem even popping this thing out. Again, just a real simple, well-built, basic solar-powered, super thin offering from Citizen. I like it. Not my, personal favorite. I probably wouldn't wear something like this. I'd want something a little bit beefier because I'm a big guy. Let's go ahead and try it on real quick. So we can see what it looks like on the wrist here. If I can get looks like come on now, pop out of there. Is it stuck? This thing's stuck. Hold on a second. That's odd. Well, this is not a good sign, folks. I think the tag, the little string for the tag has gotten inside. Son of a bitch. It's not coming out. That's weird. What is going on with this thing? All right, folks, I figured it out. That was weird. The string for the tag was getting in the way of the butterfly clasps. So let's go ahead and pop this thing on real quick. And again, I don't like these butterfly clasps. They're just overly complicated. There you go. Kind of what I expected. Real thin. I mean, good looking watch. Absolutely good looking. I like the alternating kind of brushed and polished links there. Really, really highly polished center links, if you can see right there. Good grief. Almost like a chrome finish on them. Good looking watch. If you want a dress watch, this might be for you. So there you go. Let me pop this thing off. Now, of course, I would test out the lume, but there is no lume on this watch. Absolutely no lume whatsoever. Just for giggles, let's see. I know there's not going to be any, so I don't know why I'm even doing this. Let's take a look here. Yep, no lume whatsoever. Again, I mean, we're spending this type of money for a watch. I would expect a little bit of lume. Maybe just, maybe 4 little dots at all the main indexes, like the 12, 3, 6, and 9. But gosh, no lume whatsoever. That's a little disappointing. Huh. Anyway, you can get this over Duty Free Island for $250. And of course, I'll include the link in the description field for you. I mean, this might be for you. It might not. Again, all this is subjective and personal preference. I just like it because it was crazy thin. Really, really thin watch. Kind of cool. And actually, Citizens put out a watch that's even thinner than this. And if I can find the link to that, I'll put that in the description field as well. So anyway, there you go. So if you like this watch, please click on like. If you like this review, please click on like. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, please do so. I really appreciate all my new subscribers. And that's about it. Until the next review, I'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.